A new piece of legislation in Nebraska proposes to shuffle teens from rehabilitation centers, sparking questions about the details in both Lincoln and Omaha. Good evening, I'm Bill Shamer.
I'm Quinicia Fraser. KETV Newswatch 7's investigative reporter Madison Perales has been following developments with YRTC Kearney after several youth alleged sexual abuse by staffers.
She joins us in studio with one of the proposed locations to move Kearney boys. Madison.
Bill, Quinicia, if the legislation passes, DHHS says it could move YRTC Kearney youth to the Nebraska Correctional Youth Facility in Omaha, going from a max security treatment center for teens to a facility for minimum to maximum security for adults and youth tried as adults. Senator Brian Hardin, chairman of the Health and Human Services Committee, says LB 1013 would have major implications on youth with ties to our area.
And about 75% of that population is from the Lincoln or Omaha area. That's important to get them closer back to this part of the world.
DHHS approached Senator Ben Hansen to sponsor a bill that would clarify
who can be in what facility, which then they can allow then maybe to take a closer look at this stuff.
A page-and-a-half bill that Senator Terrell McKinney is skeptical of.
And give us a clear understanding of what they plan to do and where did this come from. Is it a cost-saving measure? Is it a logistics change? What is going on?
DHHS tells KETV Investigates if legislation is approved, it would provide an opportunity for DHHS to move male youth from YRTC Kearney to a larger, more modern facility in Omaha instead of the current barrack-style housing in Kearney. It would then allow DHHS the opportunity to move female youth from the Hastings campus to the soon-to-be-finished single-room 48-room facility in Kearney. This would double the YRTC capacity for female youth, a facility where several YRTC staff's sex allegations surfaced.
At least have some kind of discussion about the pros and cons.
DHHS says the youth at YRTC could potentially be moved to the Nebraska Correctional Youth Facility in Omaha. Public Defender Tom Riley says NCYF has been successful.
The reviews on Hastings have been fairly positive. Obviously, the reviews on Kearney have been fairly negative.
I think about the harm that is potentially going to happen and probably is going to happen to the youth that are in NCYF.
As for the youth at NCYF, Riley says there's talk of moving them to the Lincoln YRTC.
A lot of details that need to be ironed out.
Chairman and Senator Brian Hardin says the bill is slated to have a hearing in the Health and Human Services Committee at the beginning of February. Reporting, Madison Perales. Back to you.